And we should be live. Let me make sure. Let me grab the link and post it places. It's Five Nights at Freddy's time. I will put up the music here as we wait a little bit for people to show up and all that.
Make sure you like screen whatever, like share it with me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can actually like see it. Whoa! I got a notification.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, there we go.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? Yeah, we are so good at coordinating things.
We're so good at this.
At setting things up.
Who would have thought? You know what I mean? Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Look how far we have come from trying to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2 last time to now playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah, exactly. Now we are from trying to playing. You know what I mean?
It is finally happening.
You know, I think it was Reggie who said, if you want to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2, just spend a good 20 minutes trying to hook it up to your TV.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah, it was Reggie. It was Reggie.
Reggie. What a guy.
Reggie Fils-Aimé himself.
What a guy. Didn't he start doing NFTs?
I don't think so, but I think something came out about him where he was, like, not as wholesome as everybody thought he was. I think that happens.
Reggie. That's the thing with these, you know, parasocial relationships, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get too fucking attached to these people, man. Wait, I'm actually gonna look it up. Wait, is he a cool guy? I think it was just like NFTs, which like
it's possible. It's very possible.
It's like shitty, but like it's not like the worst thing in the world. Like it's bad, but it could be so much worse. You know what I mean? Like
it could be worse. It could definitely be worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through his Wikipedia page.
Chat, allow me to tell you the absolute hell that I went through to set up Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, the reason that I couldn't stream it before, and the reason that it kept breaking, I have an ultra-wide monitor, and the game is kind of like not compatible with that, and for whatever reason, it just refused to go into windowed mode. Like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, it was completely fine because it would go into windowed mode. This game would not. This game just refused no matter what I did. So that is why I couldn't get it to work, and I tried to put it in Windows mode through Windows key and the down arrow, but that was like completely breaking the game for some reason. Like I would open the cameras and then I would not be able to close them. So the last time I tried to play this was kind of just like a podcast type of deal, where we just kind of talked about shit. But now we have the game, the actual game, and hopefully it will work without any any problems. I have my computer hooked up into my TV right now. Now the problem with that, however, was that my desk and my TV are in two very different spots. So I have a little table thing set up in my room for my keyboard and my mouse so I can stare at the TV while playing. I have my monitor over here now so I could see the chat. It was hell. It was hell to set this up, but it's happening. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. God, okay.
You're playing Five Nights at Freddy's in real life with that setup, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna have to look at two monitors at a time.
The real Five Nights at Freddy's.
The real Five Nights at Freddy's was the friends we made along the way.
Absolutely. You know, I was thinking about this too. Why does like, okay, you know Spirit Halloween and how they have like animatronics and shit? Why are there no Five Nights at Freddy's ones? That would go hard. That would be sick.
I think Reggie is just scared. Yeah,
Reggie is scared and he vetoed it.
Alright. I did look it up, by the way, so he did do NFTs.
Oh, Reggie, no.
It's not that he did NFTs, it's that he, like, said, like... I think he said that, like, blockchain in gaming is good. So I don't think he did, like, directly NFTs, but he just kind of, like, gave it a thumbs up, so...
Gave it a thumbs up.
So, I don't know. I still love the guy, but you know what I mean? It's like, come on. Reggie.
You know what? I should close. I should close programs that take a lot of RAM. Why didn't I do that beforehand? Okay, there we go. They're gone. They're gone. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Please don't break this time. Anyways, I guess we will start the game.
I guess that is what we do, right? On your
Yeah,
channel.
that is what we
games.
do. We do indeed play video games. Chat, let me know how audio levels are. We'll just start from the very beginning again, because we didn't exactly get far last time.
We did. I don't think we even got through the first night.
No, we got through night one. We got through night one. The
did?
camera, like, the cameras did break where I had to hold it, like, it had to stay open. But other than that,
we should be good.
yeah.
This is like the. Oh, by the way, if anyone here doesn't know who I am, how should I introduce myself? Should I do something funny or should I just be normal?
Well, your username is right here in the game. You could probably make a funny joke about that.
I am Freddy.
You are Freddy.
Hey guys, thanks for playing my game. Really appreciate it.
I can't believe Freddy Fazbear is here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I don't usually do stuff like this because, you know, I usually get, like, arrested. I didn't kill any children, alright?
Well, yeah, you didn't kill any of the children.
And I don't have any... I probably shouldn't say that on stream. But anyway, hello, my name is Light. Nice to meet you. I'm virtually shaking all of your hands right now. This is, by the way, I just want you to know, FNAF 2 is probably the most, like, batshit bullshit FNAF game, right? Like, you would agree?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't really played a lot of FNAF 6, but I feel like with all the shit that FNAF 6 throws at you, it might be that one. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 gets kind of insane at times, but it's also, like, manageable.
I guess. I mean, I usually watch. I played this like around the time it came out, and I remember just like absolutely despising it. So maybe that will change with this stream.
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe after we're done, I won't love FNAF 2. Or I'll still hate it. You know. Who knows?
I think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is probably like. I guess in my Five Nights at Freddy's ranking, I'd probably put it at third, if I had to say.
Yeah, I think the first three for me are like the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like the trilogy is, I think, pretty solid. Like I like the trilogy, and then FNAF 4 came out, and then I was like, all right, that's enough. that's enough. You can stop. But it just kept going. It just kept. Scott.
It continues. It continues to go for better or for worse.
he just kept going. He just couldn't stop.
Like,
but I do like FNAF 2. Like, I mean, it has a lot of mechanics, a lot more than I think FNAF 1 and 3, right? Like a lot more you have to be mindful of.
There's a lot more you have to manage.
Which, on one hand, that's cool, I guess. But on the other hand, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like I just like, I mean, fuck that. But I mean, it's fine. It's cool.
Like you got the lights, you got the vents, you got the music box, all that stuff.
Which, by the way, I don't think you need to check the left light, at least for now. Like,
I definitely do not. It's just like it is playing FNAF 2 like this is like hard coded into my brain.
This is what Markiplier taught you. All right, this is the trick. This is the strat.
This is the true Five Nights at Freddy's 2 strat. Night 1 speed run.
Nothing's happened so far. Has Toy Bonnie even like moved?
Yeah, you know what? We got time to check the cameras. Literally, no one has moved. Look at these fuckers.
I wasn't paying attention to Phone Guy.
I also was not paying attention to Phone Guy.
He doesn't reveal anything too interesting.
Yeah, I forget exactly what he says the first night of this game, but yeah, all the juicy stuff happens later.
Right.
Like, it's probably just like, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Welcome to your new summer job. You're gonna fucking die, but thanks for coming along. I still don't, like, I know this is a prequel, right?
Mhm.
But I was like replaying this again, and like I still don't know how people were able to kind of like glue that together without the Trek at the end, which said 1987. You know what I mean? Like,
Were there people who were able to figure it out before
I mean,
before the
there
check?
was one man, a man who went by Matt Pat, who is
Matt's Pat.
it's a foreign name. You may not have
Matrick
heard of him.
Patrick. Yeah, a
The
foreign
man-
name.
You may not have heard of him, but he is a legend. He is of mythology. He came one day and he said, "But that's just a theory, guys."
Do you think Matt Pat's Five Nights at Freddy's theories are gonna be in like history books someday?
It depends. It depends on how much of an impact FNAF makes. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's already made quite the impact.
well, is it enough to be in history books? You know what I mean? Like, is it like are high schoolers gonna be learning about Scott Cawthon?
Imagine like a fucking all right, class, for your final assignment, you have to write an essay on Five Nights at Freddy's lore.
Like a push. Like
What
20
happened?
years from now.
What happened to William Afton and Henry Emily? Answer 3 paragraphs in your own words.
You know what would fuck over kids? Having to like imagine 20 years from now, right? A push has included FNAF in their like course, right? You know what's gonna screw over a bunch of kids? Having to differentiate between the bite of 1983 and the bite of 1987.
Absolutely, that would be the trick question.
Right.
Like that would be the trick question on the multiple choice test.
Right. Like the kids after class would be like, "So what do you get for number 12? You know, the one that said which animatronic bit the crying child?" And they're gonna be like, it was Mangle, right? And it was like, no, that was
No, that was the bite of 87, idiot.
No, God, it said 1983. Spring Bonnie, and then they like argue with each other. Now that's the America I think Joe Biden wants.
The America Joe Biden wants.
Which, you know what? That's my president. You're at 5 a.m. by the way. So you...
I am at 5 a.m. I got this. Night 1 absolute speed run.
I don't think anyone has moved like at all.
Let's check.
I haven't been. Let's check. Let's see if. They're all.
Oh, they've all moved.
I mean, they're not a trouble so far. So I guess we're fine. I guess we're good.
Yeah, we're fine. See, look
Someone
at that.
chat-
6 a.m.
Oh, do you already get? All right. Good job. I don't know if you can hear me. But someone on chat said, "Do you think someone has actually written a paper on FNAF before?"
Oh, absolutely. Undoubtedly. Somebody has to have.
Oh, I have a story. So wait. During my last year when I was taking my like exams, I had to write like an essay, an essay on like what was it called? It's not like a narrative essay. It's like a story, an essay that focuses on like atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
and like environment and shit. So I had to write about like a waterfall.
Mhm.
So, and by the way, I got perfect score on it. Just saying, just throwing it out there, humble brag. I got a perfect score on that. And but the thing is, the thing that really spooked me was that it's not a narrative; it's an atmosphere story. So like, you're supposed to write about the atmosphere. You're not supposed to make a story. I fucked up. I wrote a story,
Uh-oh.
but I included like atmospheric points in there. So like, I think that may have like canceled it out.
Mhm.
But whatever. So I wrote a narrative, and I remember my friends were shitting on me about it. But what they told me was that they had another friend who, I shit you not, wrote their waterfall narrative story about Five Nights at Freddy's. It doesn't sound real, but I fucking promise you, there's this one girl who wrote about like the first sentence. I remember they were telling me about it. The first sentence she wrote was like, Michael Afton was like came down the water.
Michael Afton descended upon the waterfall like an angel from the heavens.
Apparently she didn't fail. She got a I think she got like a C on it. But all things considered, that's passing. That's still a 3. So like, I mean, good for her. You know what I mean? For writing a fucking FNAF narrative on her final exam. Let me just let you know, or on her fucking final. But you know what? Good for her. I'm proud of her.
I mean, I can understand it. Five Nights at Freddy's is a very atmospheric series.
Yeah, but are there any waterfalls in FNAF?
There are no waterfalls, but there could be. Who knows?
Oh, maybe there is. Maybe Scott's hiding one somewhere.
The next game after Security Breach it's all going to take place on a waterfall.
Five Nights at Waterfalls.
William Afton will come down in a barrel and somehow still live. It's like, I always come back, and then he just did it. Like, no, that's the final cutscene. That's the final cutscene. Like the protagonist is Gregory again, and like you're exploring this waterfall, and like, oh no, here it is. Like something is at the waterfall. The box from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is at the waterfall. It's finally gonna be opened. And so you playing as Gregory go there, you walk up to the box, and all of a sudden a barrel comes falling down the waterfall. It breaks open, bam, William Afton, I always come back.
When you said William Afton came out of a barrel, my first like instinct, like the first thing my mind went to was the opening to Donkey Kong Country. Like, and that's like where my mind went to.
I finally found the crystal coconut, Gregory.
Purple guys. They should fucking do that, man. Fucking Nintendo.
The Donkey Kong Five Nights at Freddy's crossover we all need.
Five Nights at King K. Rool's. Diddy Kong is like the security guard. Oh wait.
I thought I just fucked up. No, it's okay. I survived.
You're good.
I survived. Because I am a professional Five Nights at Freddy's gamer.
I like how night 2 was just like so much worse than night 1. Like night 1, nothing even fucking happened. And
yeah.
Now you're here. I think you're good. I think I'm not a FNAF 2 expert.
Yeah, basically.
I think you're solid.
Okay. Basically, if you see them in the vent, you have to put it on, and if they don't like appear in front of you, you have to wait for the audio cue, which is just like them moving through the vent again. Hey, Foxy.
Flash your light at the fucker.
I've got the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 strats down, and now that the game is working...
now that you can actually play the game.
Now that I can actually play the fucking game. Maybe this will be a very successful stream, who knows? We'll probably still fuck up on night 5. Probably night 4. You there, Balloon Boy? No, Balloon Boy.
I was watching Markiplier's revisited FNAF series, where like he revisited all of the FNAF games. And what was so funny was FNAF 1, that revisit, it was like 15 minutes. FNAF 3, I think it was like around like 30 minutes. FNAF 2 was 2 hours long. So,
damn.
So potentially, you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
yeah.
I hope all goes well for you. I'm not playing the game, so like, I mean,
no.
You know, I do have it on my computer. I should have I just brought my PC here.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 race.
I'm already losing. I'm already gonna lose at this point. But...
Get out of here, Mangle.
It's not. I don't know. I played it for a little bit. I borrowed it. To be clear, I'm not gonna spend real money. I borrowed FNAF 2 off the internet, and
borrowed.
You know, I borrowed it. You know what I mean? I'll give it back. But so here are my thoughts. Fuck you. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, Lizzie. So when they're in the hall, they will continually get closer and closer until they like appear in front of you. And when they appear in front of you, you got to put the mask on super quickly. That is why night 5 is so hellish, because sometimes no, we're good. Good.
You're chilling.
We're chilling. I gotta be more careful. I gotta like actually look at what's in the vents.
I think we're gonna need to like have this like inscribed somewhere. But Lizzie just said, if I was playing, I would poop. That needs to be, you know where like Lincoln's like speeches.
Inscribe it there.
Just have it. Like Lincoln was giving like a I don't know, a speech on like fucking Gettysburg or whatever. Just like next to that, if I was playing FNAF 2, I would poop.
Perfect.
There we go. Like, I mean, America's already fucked up at this point. Might as well fuck it up a little more. You know who should be president?
Who should be president?
Not William Afton, Michael Afton.
True though.
Because that guy knows a thing or two. You know?
Oh, right, I forgot about these cutscenes. I forgot about
the fucking... this I will say... It creeped me out a little bit. It creeped me out a little teeny. It is
a little creepy. It's a little
unnerving. Because, like, it's implying that, like, you're literally just, like, stuffed in the suit. Either that or these are, like, the souls of the children. Like, I know, like, in the files, these are considered flashback scenes. Which is weird considering this is a prequel and this is, like, the... Yeah, I don't fucking know.
What do you think the mask smells like? Well, there was, like, in the beta for this game, there was a meter where, like, the mask smells so bad that you can't have it on for a long time, but that was scrapped. So apparently it smells like fucking shit.
Okay, hear me out. I'm probably wrong about this, but what if FNAF 2 was never meant to be a prequel? And it was only after MatPat made that theory that Scott just like went back on it.
I imagine.
Imagine how funny that would be.
That would be so funny.
like Scott's like watching the theory and he's like, write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down. I think okay. I think that's part of like why the early years of Five Nights at Freddy's like they just feel so different because like. It was one of the few times where, like, the creator of a series was, like, very involved in the community. Like, this huge community of people and this super successful game series that makes, like, millions of fucking dollars. And the creator is just like, hey, guys, I'm gonna join the Reddit and talk to you. Like, that was cool. Like, that was cool.
And then, like, Scott would make, like, this Steam post where he'd, like call out MatPat and be like, he'd be like, oh, MatPat got it almost right.
Yeah.
But not quite. Like, I still remember that. Like, I was like, what a bitch. You know? Like, imagine being MatPat and, like, working tirelessly on these theories just for the creator to be like, well, you're almost there. But you're not, you're not quite there yet.
No, imagine being MatPat and making a theory, and then the creator of the thing you make a theory on absolutely fucking drags you. Like what happened with Toby Fox and the Sans' Nest theory.
Wait, did Toby Fox... I know Toby Fox caught out MatPat for being like, oh, this game is Undertale 2? Or whatever. But did Toby Fox ever actually comment on the Sans' Nest?
Yeah, that was part of his, like, thing when he was calling out MatPat for not linking the game and calling it Undertale instead of what it actually is.
Did he actually call
it? Yeah, he called out the theory, too, yeah. I'll have to find the tweets later, but, like, that is a thing that happened.
The only Toby Fox... Like, I mean... Like, I can imagine that, like, maybe making the game, he, like, had, like, that thought in, like, the back of his head. Like Toby Fox is obviously a big fan of Earthbound. Mm-hmm. And I just want to preface this by saying I am in no way saying that the theory is true. I am not, like, a fucking... I'm not insane. But, like, I mean, I can imagine that, like, maybe Toby Fox was, like... I don't know, like maybe he threw in like a joke in there, like for himself. You know what I mean? You know how developers do that, like they just throw in something just like for their own sake. Like, I feel like maybe he did that. I don't think like in any world, in any conceivable universe, Toby Fox could even legally imply that.
I think I fucked up. I don't think I hit the thing fast enough. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Fine, damn.
Fuck FNAF 2.
Ozzy gifting a membership to somebody. Thank you, Ozzy. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me, Ozzy, if I'm clapping right now.
Okay, let me like set up my mouse in a way that I can actually like move it freely. This setup I have is so cursed. Like I struggled to hit the mask button.
Like, Lizzie, I hate myself. Lizzie said like I think she was talking about FNAF 4.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she said the twerps on the bed. But I read it like quickly. I thought you were saying the twinks on the bed.
The twinks on the bed.
I had to like double take. I like scrolled through it and then I saw it. And, like my fucking eyes like fucking widened. Like.
Oh no!
FNAF
Actually,
4
that reminds me. That reminds me of another thing of Scott Cawthon like interacting with the community. So the canon name for those things is they are the Freddles. That's what they're called. And that like I was there when this happened. That originated
Really?
from the Five Nights at Freddy's subreddit.
Really?
Like the Five Nights at Freddy's subreddit was all like in unison because they didn't have a canon name at the time. Everybody just called them Freddles because it was funny. And then Scott Cawthon came in and was like, okay, that's canon now.
I think that goes for a lot of things in FNAF. Like they don't have official names, so people like just make nicknames for them. Like I think like Toy Chica and like just like the toy animatronics. I don't think they're ever called the toy animatronics. You know what I mean? Like I think that was just something dubbed by the community.
I forget. Is there like a gallery in this game like the other Five Nights at Freddy's games have? Because that might be where that originated. If it does,
I don't think so. I know there's like the custom night and like the 6th night and all that, but I don't think there's like I think that was FNAF 3 when they started doing like the gallery things. So I don't know. I think Balloon Boy was also the same case.
What am I doing?
I think Balloon Boy was also like just like a fan name that people threw around, and it's just like it's stuck. So
yeah.
I know Springtrap though. I think that's the only name Scott ever came up with was Springtrap. I think that's the only.
Yeah, the only one in the entire series.
It's like thank God, because Springtrap is not only a cool name, but also if he didn't come up with a name for him, people would just call him like Yellow Bonnie. That shit's.
No, I remember before Springtrap's name was revealed. Like the fan name for him was Salvage, and like that's kind of raw, but at the same time, I like Springtrap a lot better. The Salvage.
Jesus Christ! I'm imagining the My Chemical Romance music in the background. Salvage.
The Salvage.
This is my OC. He's the strongest animatronic.
Yeah, like Cold Steel the Hedgehog, but oh shit, hi Chica.
Likes death, violence, blood, and dislikes love, compassion, Bonnie, Freddy.
Can merge with Freddy and Bonnie to make the ultimate animatronic.
Wait, is that a fucking Sonic Paradox reference? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
How to create your own FNAF fan character. Step 1. Don't you draw a goddamn thing. At least not yet. First, beg someone to draw it for you. Sonic Paradox is ahead of its time.
That shit was my childhood right there.
I fucking love Sonic Paradox. Is it still? Are they still doing?
They are still around. They don't really do the Sonic Short stuff anymore, but they do like mini. Like they're kind of more focused on Sega in general now, other than just Sonic. So there are like Sega Shorts things now. Then you have Sonic Seconds, which is kind of like carrying on the legacy of Sonic Shorts in a way, but like the shorts are even shorter. So that like
yeah. So like same people, but like the scale is a lot smaller.
Yeah, that definitely.
Sucks. I did really. I remember because like when I watched Sonic Paradox, I was like really young, and probably way too young to have access to a phone at that time. And I remember I would have to like turn down the volume when I like anticipated a curse word. It's like I was. Yeah, I'm raised under a Christian household. I can't. You can't have. I can't have the word.
No swear words. No swear words allowed.
Swear words. I was the weird kid in elementary school. Like when someone would curse, I'd like gasp. I'd be like.
Oh my god! Wait, I kind of have a story about this.
Really?
Okay, so. When I was, like, really young, I probably, like, kindergarten through 2nd grade. I don't remember exactly when. But I had a friend with very, very, like, kind of strict parents. Oh, fuck.
Well, no, you're done. Nah, yeah.
I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up. Connor? Yeah, god damn it.
Fuck you.
But anyways, I had a friend who had very strict parents, and like one time I went out to dinner with them, and like they were telling me a story about something, and I said, "Oh, that sounds like it sucks." And then like they give me this look, and they all just like gasp in shock, and I'm like, "What did I say?" And my friend is just like, "We don't say that." Like, say what? Turns out saying something sucks was taboo in that household.
my family was also a little bit like that. Like, I remember when I was very young saying like, "Oh, that sucks" was considered like a swear. But overall, like, as time went on, that became a little more lenient. But still, that's fucking hilarious. Like, I imagine just like the fear in your eyes. It's like the whole table's just like staring at you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what I said. I don't know what I did.
you know FNAF 1 when the animatronics like look at you and shit, when all their faces like turn at you.
Yeah.
that was you at that moment. That was what happened to
Yeah.
It's like the noise, like the You can't fucking say that here. You can't say it sucks.
You can't say this sucks. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Don't fucking curse in this household, I swear to God. But I have 2 love. Great game.
Great game.
Great game.
Quality game. Quality video game.
Oh, you're fucked. No.
Not yet. Not yet. No, I got this.
No,
I got. No. Listen. I got this.
No, you're fucked. I can appreciate your persistence on the music box. You're not letting that shit go.
I'm not letting that go down.
You're not letting it go down like a quarter of its like format. Like it's either 90% or 0%. There's no in between. There's no in between.
Listen, that puppet is a pain in the ass. I'm not risking it.
I feel like they should have done the puppet a little differently, because like I like the idea of being forced to stop. The time is so strict. I don't know if.
God damn it. Okay, I'm going to put my mouse pad over here because I think the bump in it is like making it like you know how like I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but like the mouse pad with wrist bump things. Have you ever like been playing a game and you try to move your mouse down and then you just kind of bump into that and you just can't move any further? I think that might be what is happening to me.
The time like code or whatever, the time opening, like the gap you have in between like an animatronic being in like your office and putting on the mask is like so short that like how long is it until like you're fucked?
That's a good question. It is very strict timing though. Like it is ridiculously strict.
I'll be honest, I was never a huge fan of the mask. Like, it's a cool idea, but I feel like it's, you know what I mean? Like, they never really take it too far, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, I think only Toy Bonnie is, like, the only animatronic that, like, moves in your office, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's the only one that, like, actually moves across. Like, you'd think that Toy Chica would, too.
Right.
But Toy Chica is just in the vent, and if you don't, like, listen to her walk off, she just kills you.
God. Piece of shit. Actually, you know, it was actually funny. I was watching what was it? It was like this guy who looks at, like, cut content from video games.
Mm-hmm.
And he did FNAF 2. And he actually talked about how Toy Chica has, like, a file in the game that's, like, similar to Toy Bonnie's.
Oh, yeah.
That's like which I'm assuming it was supposed to be for when she's like in your office.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, I guess Scott just like didn't fucking like the pose. I don't know. he just didn't like how it looked, and he was just like, well, he encountered an error while implementing it, and he just decided to scrap the entire idea. So, I mean, I would have preferred if they went further with the mask, but they never did. And I think that sucks.
Yeah, you know what? What if I just went like try hard mode Five Nights at Freddy's strats? Just right now.
What the
Here
fuck?
on night 3.
What tryhard strats? If you could elaborate.
Immediately putting the mask on as you lower the camera.
That's tryhard strats.
It's the try hard strat.
What kills me about FNAF is that it's such like a simple series that like doing that is considered like
The try hard. Yeah.
It's just try hard apparently. It's just like you have, like for other games, there's like so many different mechanics that's like you actually have to try hard in order to be considered a try hard. This is it. This right here. This like just putting on your mask. Like, doing it right now. That's it. There we go.
There we go. The try hard strat.
Oh, it actually worked.
It worked. It works though. It works.
God fucking damn it. Status made a game where you can only win by trying hard. That's, you know, I commend it. I respect it.
You gotta try as hard as you can.
What are like the requirements to getting like the death mini games? Is that just like random?
I think it's just random, yeah.
I wonder if we'll see any. Those were always the best part of FNAF,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Always like they always revealed the lore in an interesting way, and like they were very like they had that aesthetic to them that was just super creepy too.
Right.
The ones in
Fucking
Five
hell,
Nights
God.
at Freddy's 3 I will never forget for as long as I live. The Shadow Bonnie one, like that music, oh.
Nah, fuck that. The fucking no. Well, with FNAF 2, what kills me is the voice, the one that's like S-A-V-E, and it's like saying these letters. Like I remember as a kid, like hearing that, and I was like, fuck that. You know, like,
Yeah, definitely.
Like I verbally just like fucking that, because like it's just the monotone nature of it all. Like the colors of the mini games are so like dry.
Yeah.
And the visuals are so simplistic, and there's like, and oh my god, the mini game where the purple guy kills the child on the top, that fucked me up as a kid. That like it's so funny because it's like it looks so stupid. When you, like, look at it. It's like just like an 8-bit car going up, looking like a fucking Atari game, like
Yeah.
an Atari rendition of a murder, and it looks so stupid, but it's like, I don't know, man. Just something is so unnerving about, like, just like the smile on the face, and then just like everything about it. It's so genius, and it makes me wish that the series is fucking ended in FNAF 3, but you know, you never get what you want.
There are so many different points where the series could have just ended, but it just continues going. Like, I still like Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm glad it's still going, but I'm also sad that, like, the multiple points that could have been an ending were not the ending.
Right.
Like, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was supposed to be the ending, then Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was supposed to be the ending, then Five Nights at Freddy's 6 was supposed to be the ending, and now we're on 9.
No. I remember FNAF 4 when they first released the images, like, the whole tagline was like, the final chapter.
The final chapter. I do remember that.
Which, like, no, it's not. No.
It was not the final chapter.
It was not. The narrator says it was not the final chapter. And like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I was fine with FNAF 4. I mean, like I said, like, I would have preferred if it ended at FNAF 3, and FNAF 4 is when I started to be, like, really disconnected from the series. But FNAF 4 was fine, I guess. Okay, I will say this. FNAF 4 is when they really started trying very hard in terms of, like, the animatronic designs. Like, I understand the whole point. It was that, like, oh, they're nightmarish, you know, they're supposed to look like nightmares. But, like, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I understand they're supposed to be scary, but, like, you're pushing it, you know what I mean? Like, you're pushing it a little with, like, the claws.
Yeah, definitely.
Multiple teeth. And, like, there comes a point when something is not scary when the viewer can understand that the purpose of it is to be scary. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There comes a point when, like, there are so many different horror designs out there that, like, are very simplistic, that can, like, communicate, like, oh, this is a threat. Like, like Michael Myers, for example. Like that guy is just like mask, suit, knife, there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it looks scary because they add like shadows to the eyes, and just like his characteristics are usually that like he moves. So also good shit.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. The One Piece is real.
No, sorry. The two piece. The two piece is real.
The two piece.
The two piece.
The two-piece chicken McNugget.
But anyways, Michael Myers, like Jason, all those fuckers. You know, they have very simple designs that can communicate a thread without trying too hard.
Yeah.
Is that Golden Freddy, by the way?
That is Golden Freddy.
I don't remember Golden Freddy being there. Huh. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to FNAF 2.
Or I guess
Hi.
as we know these days, that is indeed Fredbear.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh no. Golden Freddy was also another like fan name before.
Yeah.
It was Fredbear. What was I saying? Right. Okay. So anyway, horror is done best when you can communicate very easily to the audience that there is a threat, and you don't need to try too hard. FNAF horror takes that concept and says, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just no.
Like
No,
from a lore standpoint, the Nightmare animatronics make sense, but they're just like they're too much. They're too much.
Right. There's two like maybe there are like multiple lines of teeth. Then maybe you know what they should have done. You know how in like those like shitty AI arts, when you like type in a prompt, it gives you like a weird amalgamation of like all of that. Like in my head, when I see those images, I'm always like, this is how it kind of shows up in like my dreams.
Yeah.
When my brain is trying to like remember shit, and it kind of becomes like a weird amalgamation. What Scott should have done with these designs is that he should have made it so it was like that. It was like a child trying to remember something but not getting it right.
Yeah,
So,
that
like,
would have been super cool.
So imagine if like Freddy was like a different shade, like a different color. Maybe he was like more yellowish, or like more like maybe he was more orange than yellow, because I know that like Golden Freddy is kind of like that. Or maybe he had like different lines of teeth, because I do like the multiple teeth, but maybe he had like different mouths or some shit. Maybe he could have like two hats. I don't fucking know. Maybe he could have like a top hat instead of like the bowler hat he has. Like, I don't fucking know. Just do something where you can communicate that this is a child trying to remember something, but the trauma is kind of distorting it for him, and not the fucking. What killed me every time was like the belly with like the mouth.
Yeah.
I hated that. I always hated that. That always looked ridiculous to me.
Yeah, the original Nightmare Fredbear teaser, and like seeing that. I remember that did get everybody speculating about a bite, though. I do remember that.
Right. And I think the emphasis on teeth was supposed to be like that. Like every animatronic has like very big mouths with like these big. Which that is also something else that you could do with that concept. Like, I mean, if this is the crying child or whatever, this is like his trauma, right? Like, emphasize big mouths with like really sharp teeth. Which, like, to FNAF 4's credit, they did do that. But then they gave him like sharp claws. And they were all withered, and then the fucking I think Freddy had like shit coming out of his back, like the freckles or some shit, and then like I don't know, man, just like Scott went too far with the concept, and I think if you just hone it into one idea, you could have some really solid designs.
Yeah,
but he didn't do that, so I don't know.
I don't know. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 in general is probably my least favorite of the series. I guess. I mean, I know we should probably talk about this when we get to Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but whatever.
Like, I'm breaking down this like character design ideology shit in FNAF 2, but I should be talking about FNAF 4. So, whatever. Okay, so FNAF 2. I'll talk about FNAF 2, I guess. What do you really talk about in FNAF 2 though? You know what I mean? Like the designs of the withered animatronics. I think most of them are solid. I do like how Bonnie, for example, like his face is like torn off, like shit like that, where it's like it's not entirely clear if they're like being dismantled or like in the process of being built. Because I think that's like the canon explanation, that like they're being built right now, which is why they look like that, right? Or
I think it's that I think it is that like parts of them are being used.
Right, because I never understood that entirely, because I know FNAF 2 is like a prequel, but then like they say that these animatronics are being repurposed, but like we see them in their like completed forms in the next game, like canonically. So like what, you know what I mean? Like what's, because like in my head, I always thought that they were being built, you know, like they were being built at the moment, but then the phone guy is like, oh yeah, they're just being used for parts, and it's
okay,
like
I'm not like a full expert of Five Nights at Freddy's lore or anything, but I think, okay, so to get into like kind of the timeline of the series, there was Fredbear's Family Diner, and that's where like Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are. Then after Fredbear's, there was a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where they introduced Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy and everything. And the Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy from that restaurant are the ones that are here as the withered animatronics. I think that is how it goes. Oh shit. Oh no! Oh, I fucked up.
I forgot about this. I think you're done. I think you're done. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think Mangle's gonna kill me. Oh.
How do you deal with Mangle?
I think there's like a random chance that Mangle will kill you. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea.
How do you deal with this?
But like, I know that people have clutched it before with Mangle getting in the office. It's 4 a.m. now, so I don't think I will, but I just gotta be more careful.
Pray to whatever god you have.
Yeah.
I do really like like Mangle, like what's the deal with Mangle, you know what I mean? Like like I never really fully understood like if Mangle was in this restaurant. Yeah, well.
Mangle
was Mangle the perpetrator of the bite of 87, or was that
it's not confirmed, but that's very much like the theory.
Right. And I know a Mangle, like, is Mangle just supposed to be Funtime Foxy from Sister Location, or is that
I think so, yeah, I think so.
They look very similar. Like,
I think Mangle is like a version. It's not the it's not the Funtime Foxy in Sister Location, but it is a Funtime Foxy, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it is. I'm like, the lore of this series gets fucking weird, so I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's something like that.
So it's a Funtime Foxy model that was brought over to this location.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But then that raises the question as to why you would bring a like why make it a crossover all of a sudden between the sister location, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think it's mainly, well, that's a good question though, because like I know that like the Funtime animatronics are supposed to be rentals from Afton Robotics, but at this point in the actually no, okay, never mind. I'm trying to like remember the lore, because I don't remember if William Afton was kind of like completely banned from the locations from like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 onwards. Or no, maybe it was, I don't fucking know, because like you'd think that if William Afton was banned, why the fuck would Henry be like, oh yeah, I'll rent a Funtime Foxy animatronic from William, the dude that murdered a bunch of fucking kids.
I mean, you never know, like like maybe he did, like, I mean, with these like millionaire like corporate owners, like, I mean, that's totally something that could happen. But
that is true.
I mean, I can see like if Jeff Bezos ever comes out as like a serial killer, people are still gonna use Amazon, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Actually think about it. Like, I mean, don't lie to me, guys. All right, listen. If Jeff Bezos comes out as like a serial sociopath, like he does some shit. Like, if Jeff Bezos, I mean, he is like basically like, have you heard him laugh before? Like, the dude is literally like William Afton. Like the dude literally probably has killed a few children. Like, people are still gonna use Amazon. Same with Mark Zuckerberg. You know, people are still gonna use Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So I think I genuinely mean this. I think there's a chance Michael probably still. I don't think Michael bought directly from William, but he probably just used like the same, you know what I mean, like same company or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, I get what you mean, because like, I guess unless William was specifically like, yeah, no, these animatronics are designed for killing kids, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? It's not like William. It's not like William is just gonna roll up to Henry and be like, "Hey, Henry, guess what?"
Hear me out. Hear me out, Henry. So, I made these animatronics, right? And I'm not saying they kill children.
But they maybe kill children.
But like, notice you see this. You see the stomach on baby. You see that? Like, I'm not saying a child could fit in there. But I mean,
I'm not saying I'm not saying there's a large scooping apparatus in that stomach or anything.
Like,
that was too late for that. Jesus.
Bullshit. By the way, Henry, how's your daughter doing?
No, okay. No,
was it Henry's
genuinely, yeah.
Okay.
Genuinely, one of my favorite parts of the Five Nights at Freddy's community these days is that William Afton is not taken seriously in the slightest.
No. They fucked him up after FNAF 3. Everything after FNAF 3, they fucked up William in every single... Because William was at his scariest in FNAF 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's no... You don't argue with me. Don't say no. I mean, you do agree with me. But, like, don't... Everyone in the world agree with me right now. William is at his peak in FNAF 3. Like, absolutely. Like, there's no...
100%, yeah.
After FNAF 3, William... First of all, the comic reveals what William looks like. And he looks like a fucking twink. So I never liked how they showed his face at all. They should not have done that.
I mean, that's not like... I mean, it's canon to an extent, but, like, I don't think it's exactly, like, what he would look like in the games, because, like, the graphic novels are very, like, the Silver Eyes in the books, they're supposed to be, like, an alternate canon in a way, but, like, sometimes things from the books are pulled into the main canon. So I don't know if that's exactly what William would look like. Like, obviously it's the closest thing we're probably ever gonna get to, like, what he looked like when he wasn't a rotting corpse, but...
Right.
I don't know.
I gotta give props to William, because that man was so angry at his son that he was just willing to, fucking come back as a corpse in a animatronic suit.
Yeah.
That's persistence, you know what I mean? Like, I respect it. Like, if he was my dad, if William Afton was my dad, like, fuck,
Honestly, I would have preferred the explanation that, yeah, he is just really fucking angry, so he refuses to die over whatever the fuck Remnant is.
Oh, that fucking thing. Wait, that's the thing I was trying to remember. Okay, so Remnant, right? That, correct me if I'm wrong, that is like your spirit energy or something, like a
it is basically the physical manifestation of somebody's soul, is like probably the best way to describe it.
Scott, I gotta talk to you, man.
we gotta talk. We gotta talk. We're gonna have a talk, Scott.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Listen to me. That is probably the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard in my entire life. I need to know who Scott's editor is, because like he should have told him. He should have just been honest with him, man. That's because I liked FNAF when it was like a very exaggerated version of our world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously the idea of children possessing animatronics and a guy coming back from the dead to be this animatronic, like, obviously that's very, obviously very fictitious. But, like, in a way, you can sort of morph your mind into believing that this is something that could happen in, like, a realistic fiction type setting.
Yeah.
Remnant is like too exaggerated. You know what I mean? Like that shit, like now you're okay. Like when you bring in something like Remnant, you are implying a billion different things about your world. Like how the fuck does Remnant work? If Remnant can bring back guys in animatronic suits, can it bring back like other shit? Are people really dead in FNAF?
Yeah.
Like are people really like how do you harvest Remnant? How does this work? How did people find out about Remnant? How does killing children equate to gathering Remnant? I don't like there's so many implications and like questions that can be raised about your soul energy that like it is such a, I'll just call it what it is. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's stupid. It's just dumb.
Like And like you said, I would have much rather preferred if like the explanation for William coming back was that, I don't know, something like Michael, like in FNAF 3 you play as Michael, right? Like, is that the...
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you play
that's
as
canon.
Michael in FNAF 3. So, you know, he comes back to this location. He says, you know, he's like, all right, I'm gonna finish this. I'm not here to do the job. I'm here to confront my dad. You know, wherever the fuck, right? Like, that's FNAF 3's story essentially.
Yeah.
And I guess William has so much hatred for his son that he's just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna come back to life. Fuck this. Right,
yeah. Whatever. Fuck this.
Fuck this kid.
Fuck you, Michael.
These kids, man.
Fuck these kids.
Like, I would much rather prefer that than like, I don't fucking know, some like Dragon Ball Z shit, or like he like gathers the remnant of the children, and like William is like, I won't let him like some fucking DBZ shit. Like, come on, man.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I imagine Springtrap going Super Saiyan in that moment. Just like the energy.
Kame! And then the fucking fire happens. That's how Fazbear's Sprites burns down.
No, that's how the fire started. That's how the...
Yeah! It was a fucking Kamehameha duel between Michael and William, and that's how Fazbear's Sprites got on fire.
My mental image of Michael moving forward is just gonna be Goku now. I'm sorry.
Goku.
I imagine Goku in like a security guard suit and like. Someone please make that edit, please. I think maybe Soul can make that edit. Soul.
That would go so hard.
I don't know if Soul's in chat. I don't think she is, but please. Please make Michael Afton Goku. Thank you. Somewhere here. Somewhere in chat. Somewhere. Oh, this is actually interesting. Rap. You seen Squimpus? The Squimpus. Whatever,
the
Squimpus
Five Nights at Freddy's tapes? Yes, I have seen those.
That's a pretty good ass series. That's
an amazing series. It's like, it's one of the best pieces of Five Nights at Freddy's media to like happen since the beginning of the franchise. It's so cool. It's so good.
And see, what's funny about Scribbus McGribbus is that she's able to take the FNAF story, right, and make it good.
Yeah.
So good on her. Good for her. You know, because I think she also didn't like the whole remnant bullshit. Because in that series, like I said, Michael comes back, confronts William, you know, whatever. Like, that's a whole conflict. Good shit, by the way.
The
Good
One
shit.
Piece is real.
The 2-piece is real.
What? Oh shit! Sound issues? There are sound issues. Uh-oh.
I checked the stream. I don't think there is. I don't hear anything on my end, so I don't know. Maybe that's his stat. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I remember this flashback cutscene here being a big deal because, like, oh my god, the puppet in the FNAF 1 location? Oh shit!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Jinkies! Zoinks!
I have not been looking at chat just like too much, just so I can like focus on the game.
I guess that should be my job probably. Oh yeah, Spat said this is his phone. Spat.
Okay.
Spat.
All right, night 5. How many tries is it gonna take, chat?
Tricks?
How many tricks?
We are currently, I think, like we're like an hour in, so we'll be done by like Halloween. I think Halloween will probably be when you finally beat that night. We should probably be talking about FNAF 2 more, right? We should. I think this whole stream we've been talking about every other FNAF game.
Yeah, every game aside from FNAF 2.
I mean, can you blame us? Like, I mean, I don't want to say FNAF 2 is like dry. It's kind of dry, you know what I mean? It's like a like FNAF 2. Everything from FNAF 2 is expanded upon in other games.
Yeah, FNAF 2 is like where FNAF 1 was like the start of the series. I feel like FNAF 2 was the start of the series, if that makes sense.
Right, like FNAF was kind of just like Scott doing God knows what, and then FNAF 2 was when Scott was like, okay, I want to make this like a series.
Yeah, FNAF 1 was like, oh, I'm gonna make a spooky game, and then he made a spooky game. And then FNAF 2 is when, like, he started, like, making this a big story with, like, different stakes and different characters and, like, lore bits and everything. Like, there was some lore in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but it, like, the most it was the phone guy calls, and then, like, a couple of pages on the wall that you could get randomly.
That was always interesting to me, because if I recall correctly, the news clippings of like the dead children, those were always extremely vague. Like those were always like extremely just like whatever. Like there's barely any. I don't think Purple Guy even really like existed during FNAF 1, right?
Yeah, he did not.
Like I don't think there was like a purple guy per se. So to me, what that felt like was just God. I don't know, using some sort of horror technique where you just kind of like bring like he probably thought to himself, okay, murder is scary. I'll put it in the game. Sure, I'll put it there. 5 dead children. There you go. And I guess from that he probably thought, okay, well, there's 5 dead kids. There's 4 animatronics. I'll make this. I'll make this yellow Freddy. Sure, why the fuck not? Throw him in there.
Yeah.
And like I feel like FNAF 1 is definitely just like a blueprint for like. Just Scott just like venting his frustrations after making, what was it, like
Chipper and Sons?
Chipper, whatever, Chipper and Co, I think. And FNAF 2 was like, I think when he realized that like, oh, I can actually make a story from this. I can actually like, then he started doing the mini games, and then like Mangle was like he expanded on the Bite of 87 more. Did we ever get any like input on like who Jeremy was? Because you're playing as someone called Jeremy right now. Do we ever learn who that fucker is, or is he just? I think
he's literally just like a night guard who didn't know what he was getting into and needed the pay. I think that's all Jeremy is. Because like the 6th night, you have Fritz Smith, and Fritz Smith is supposed to be Michael. I think that's the lore. Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, you are playing as Michael. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, you're playing as Michael. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, you're playing as Michael.
Whoa, wait. FNAF 1, you're playing as Michael, really?
Yeah, FNAF 1, you play as Michael.
Oh, because I know you're playing as a guy named Mike. I didn't know it was Michael, though.
Yeah, he uses an alias. I don't remember the exact reason why, but he uses an alias.
That is crazy. Wait, what the fuck? This is news to me. I'm sure everyone else in chat is probably like, this is old news, but to me, that's actually interesting. So what exactly, what does that mean? So that means like why is Michael working at all of these fucking locations? Why is he always working?
It's because he wants to find his dad.
Okay, so that makes sense. So like every game is him essentially just looking for William. Right?
Yeah, this is very much like, most of the series is very much the story of Michael and William.
Okay. So, and then I guess FNAF 3 is when he finally finds him, I guess, just from like pure luck. Like, I mean, Mike isn't a very good detective. He didn't.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know. I think you're gonna need a better plan than just going through literally every single fucking FNAF place you can find and just being like. You should have just gone to the. Why do you even need to work there? Just go to the person like, hey, is there a serial killer in your closet?
Is there a serial killer in here somewhere?
Is there a guy? Do you happen to have like a yellow suit somewhere in here by any chance? And then be like, sir, this is Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
What is?
I would like a bacon cheeseburger biggie bag.
What if Michael went to like different like restaurants besides like the Fazbear establishment?
Yeah, he was just looking around at like a fucking McDonald's.
Like he's like staring at like Chuck E. Cheese, and he's like, "I know you're in there, you fucking piece of shit." Like, he's looking at the animatronics, and he's just like standing there, and he's just menacingly. Just like waiting, just like I know you're fucking in there. I know. God damn it! In there. I know you're fucking in there. Have you gotten mini game yet? Have we even? I don't think we.
I have not. I have not gotten a single minigame the whole game so far.
I'm gonna look it up. How the fuck do you get a mini game?
Also, I want to point out that I got very far on night 5 on my first try. I just
Good job,
I fucked up with the audio cues, so I couldn't tell when Balloon Boy was going away. I think I might have actually been able to do it if I didn't fuck up there.
Okay, so apparently they're completely random. So, well, I guess Scott is just saying fuck you right now. I do actually, I guess, want to expand on like the mini games because I know I was confused by one of them, but right, okay, so there's the Foxy one where you play as Foxy, and apparently the mini games are supposed to be like nightmares. Is that what it is? Like they're supposed to be like kind of like dreams in a way.
I'm not sure actually. That is something I am unsure of.
I know one of them is like you get to see William kill a kid, and I know that's probably supposed to be like a lore thing.
Yeah, the minigame where William kills the child outside, that is Charlie, Henry's daughter, and that she goes on to possess the puppet, and that's what that minigame is.
And if I remember, like you also get to see the simulator, right? Like
yeah,
you get to see like her crying outside, and then the puppet go into the body.
Yeah.
And then I guess okay. Here's something I never quite understood. This what? I don't mean to bring up anything that could potentially be triggering, but what the fuck does William do to these children? Like he just like kills them and then just like leaves them in like the street? Like is that like what does he do? Like what?
He usually like he kills them and then he like stuffs them into the animatronics. Or actually, no, wait. William isn't the one that stuffs them into the animatronics. It's the puppet that does that. So yeah.
Yeah. So what the fuck? Because I know in the simulator, like you see her body and she is just like in the middle of the street.
Yeah, she's like behind the restaurant.
Yeah, and she's like dead, right? And the puppet is like going over there to like comfort her dead body, I guess. And since she is the child that William kills, what those? Because I know the whole point is that William like harvests her body for like remnant, right?
Yeah.
But like, how does that work? You know, like, how do you?
That's a good question because like
this goes back. Like I'll let you talk about what.
No, this does go back to the whole like remnant thing because when you think about like remnant was obviously like just kind of shoved into the series last minute because if William Afton is harvesting remnant, why does he just leave the bodies?
Yeah. Like I mean, are there like remnant doctors who can like tell like? Because there's no way William's the only motherfucker who knows what remnant is, right? Like, there's no way. Like, this has to be like in the FNAF universe, like something like everyone knows, right?
Yeah.
Like, are there like remnant doctors who can like look at a dead body and be like, "Hey, say, you know, this piece of shit don't got remnant."
This piece of shit don't got remnant. just going to the morgue, a doctor going to the morgue, like pulling out the body of a dead child and being like, "Oh man, this bitch don't got remnant.
This shit ain't got remnant.
This shit ain't got remnant."
Are there like autopsies where you can see like where the remnant was like extracted or whatever?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Like, well, how does it work? How does it like, okay, so William, right? We've seen FNAF 2, right? William fucking body. So William kills the child outside a restaurant, right? But what confuses me about that is that, first of all, right? It's outside, right? It's at the entrance of the restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And usually, at the entrance of the restaurant, there's usually like. During this time, like, I guess, like, infrastructure had it so, like, there's the restaurant, and then, like, adjacent to it, there's usually, like, other shops, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we're at the point in American history where, like, a single restaurant will take up, like, an entire parking lot yet, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's probably, like, a neighboring restaurant nearby, or, like, across. So, here's my question. How the fuck did no one see that man?
Yeah,
Like, how the fuck
I don't
does no
know.
one see
I don't know.
Like, how the fuck does no one see this car pull up?
Pull up, stab a girl, then the guy gets out of the car, drags the body to the back of the restaurant, goes back around, gets in his car, drives off, and nobody sees. Not a single person. The people inside of the restaurant. This is happening directly outside of the restaurant's window, and nobody sees this child get murdered and then dragged to the back. None.
You think someone was like looking at it, he sees William pull up in the car, and it's like, nah, this bitch about to lose her remnant.
Yeah, well, no, one of the remnant doctors is just there in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, like, oh, that bitch about to lose her remnant. He just, like, starts recording it on his phone, makes a fucking TikTok. Damn! This bitch be losing her remnant right now. Oh god, and then like adjacent to the entire remnant thing, there's Agony. That's part of the series now too, apparently.
Wait, what is?
Whereas Agony is like the manifestation of like the literal manifestation of agony, and it can like form creatures or something. And I think that
is this new? Is this like
this? I think this was introduced in the books like somewhat recently. Like one of the kind of more recent ones, if I remember correctly. But basically what Agony is like where you have remnant, the opposite of it is agony. So let's say the children in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, their souls are freed, but their agony remains. Their agony is like the manifestation of everything they went through or something. And like it stays as a physical being, something like that.
Wait, so I understand that the whole point of FNAF 3 was that, I hate not talking about FNAF 2, I'm sorry, but the whole point is that, like, these children are so mad that, like, that's why they're doing this, that's why they're still able to control these animatronics. In FNAF 1, it's cause they're so angry. So is that how the agony concept works? Like, that's what it explains? Something
like that, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I guess, like, I don't think that really warrants an explanation, though. Like, I don't think you need agony. You know what I mean? Like
agony is pretty much only used to describe one of the weirdest things in Security Breach at this point. Cause, like, instead of having the things in Security Breach make sense to the series anyway, it's just like, oh, it's agony now. Like, we'll talk about this when we get to Security Breach and, like, we play through it again, but, like... Because, do you know any of the plot of Security Breach, Light?
I mean, I know the basic... I'll be honest, I'm not super... Like Sister Location and Security Breach and whatever, like, that shit, like, everything in that era, that's when I just kind of, you know, I unsubscribed. That was, like, just...
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
But, you'll have to give me a rundown of it, because, to me... Agony, that raises more questions. First of all, how do people in the FNAF world identify like agony as a manifestation? When someone is currently going under agony, do people like put their hand on their shoulders and it's like, you're gonna need to see an agony doctor?
No, agony is like Remnant, where like it only shows up after the person dies, something like that. I don't know entirely what the fuck it is, because like again, it's Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Like,
yeah, someone in chat, please explain to us what agony in FNAF is.
Yeah, do we have any like absolute FNAF lore masters in chat who know what the fuck agony actually is?
So Isaiah actually raised up a good comparison. So it's the Kingdom Hearts type of situation with like Heartless and Nobodies.
It kind of is, actually, yeah.
It's I think there's actually a really good comparison, actually. So like Remnant is like they're nobody.
Remnant would be their heart, whereas the agony would be their nobody. I think that's probably the best way to say it.
I can't fucking believe I'm in a FNAF stream right now, and somehow Kingdom Hearts somehow always creeps up behind my shoulder.
Always haunting you.
Every time this fucking series keeps coming back. Kingdom Hearts is my William after. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God. like anytime I'm anywhere, Kingdom Hearts is like I always come back.
I always come back.
Like I'm having to play these games to make sure Kingdom Hearts isn't there. You know, like I'm Michael. Like I swear to God. But again, Agony is just so when Michael or no sorry when William killed Charlie, right? Is that her name? Is that
Yeah.
So when William killed Charlie, was there just some bitch being like, "Damn, I hope her Agony don't come back and haunt us." I hope that Agony don't come back. Would be a shame if her Agony came back.
Would be a shame if her Agony came back.
Would be a shame if this puppet Rumble French. I imagine one of the kids is like seeing this and they're like lift the puppet and they're like, man, this puppet, man, I really hope they don't go over there. Would be a shame. Would be quite interesting if that puppet stuffed her dead body on its own. And like her Agony made them come back to life. Well, what do you guys think? Does that seem plausible? Does it seem plausible to you guys? The other kids are like, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you talking about? So Remnant, there's Agony. Is there anything else I need? Are there any other spirits?
I think right now it's just Remnant and Agony until they decide to introduce a third, even more confusing thing. Because they're going to at some point.
They're gonna introduce like high energy. You're gonna make it like BBC. They're just gonna you're gonna have your key. You're gonna have the Saiyan energy. You're gonna have like fucking. Freddy already has like forms at this point, you know what I mean? So we're not too far away from DBZ territory. I don't know what's up with me and DBZ today. I'm not even in that. I think Dragon Ball is just like inherently funny to me. You know what I mean? When Dragon Ball is like in anything, it's just hilarious to me, and I don't know why. They should just make like Goku. Just put Goku in this game. If Goku was here, there would be no problem. There would be no issues.
Just put Goku in Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna try reading chat because I feel like maybe someone at this point. Oh yeah, Glitch Trap. Fuck Glitch Trap. Right.
Glitch Trap. I don't hate Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap is like kind of a dumb way to get William Afton to come back again, but like. He's not an awful villain. He's kind of cool. If he was not William Afton, then maybe he would be better. Like, okay, I love William Afton. Yeah, William Afton and everything. He's like my favorite horror character. But fucking, like, come on. His story is done. His story is over. I really thought Vanny was gonna be like a big thing, and then she has like 2 minutes of screen time and security breach. It's fucking dumb.
Vanny. How do I say this? I'm gonna try wording this as best as possible. Vanny convinces me that the FNAF community is sexist. Because hear me out, right? Hear me out, right? Just like hear me out. When Vanny was introduced, right? Or no, let me say this. When Springtrap was introduced, what's the first thing everyone did? Make porn of him? No. Right? Well, Vanny is introduced, right? I feel like Kanye right now. I feel like I'm breaking this down. Like, listen, when Vanny was introduced, right? What is the first thing everyone did? Say it for me. Say it for me right now.
I mean, there was probably like 100 pages of Rule 34 the minute after her first teaser.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
Although, okay, to play devil's advocate here a little bit, Springtrap is a corpse in a robot suit, and Vanny is just a woman in a bunny suit.
Nah, but listen, FNAF fans, if they're willing to fuck a robot, they'll fuck a corpse. If they'll fuck a robot,
if they will fuck a robot, they will fuck a corpse.
That shit ain't got remnant in it.
No, fucking, oh god, I was just about to make an awful joke that I don't know if I should make. No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. Necrophiliacs be like, it's okay. There was remnant left.
No, hear me out. Man. Okay, here's my question to the FNAF community. Hear me out. Was William Afton a necrophiliac?
No, he was not.
I mean, I think he gives off that vibe. You know what William Afton gives off the vibe of? He gives off the vibe of that person who, like, low-key supports cannibalism, but only pretends it's, like, a joke. You know what I mean? That's becoming a thing, rap. That's becoming a thing. A group of people. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking about. I think I might be fucked. I think the puppet is gonna come out if I don't, like...
No, you don't. No, you're... Okay, you're safe. You're good. I think you're good. But there's this group of people emerging online that I first heard of when I was talking to a friend, and he said that, like I don't think cannibalism is inherently bad. You know what I mean? Like, if I was dead, like, someone could just eat me and, like, whatever, like, use me for, like, energy. I don't care, right? And I thought, like, okay, I mean, I guess I understand your point. But then I'm starting to see these people on Twitter pop up that are like, listen, cannibalism is not bad, right? So all I'm saying, but then there's always the group of people who are like, but I'm just joking, though. It's just satire. Like,
that certainly sounds like Twitter.
So all I'm saying is, William Afton sounds like that type of guy. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I heard a donation thing coming, but I cannot look away from the screen or else I am going to die.
Spat, member for 16 months. He said,
damn.
I'm using this to tell you both that I'm revoking your speaking privilege. You know what?
That's fair.
No, that's fair. Fair. Absolutely fair. Spat said, light, I would not compare myself to Kanye after what he said the other day. You know what? When I said that, I was referring to him... You know what? That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Kanye has been... I don't know what's up with Kanye, man. Kanye is becoming William Afton, bro. Like, I swear to God, that man is about to become William Afton.
I can't wait for Kanye's pizza restaurant.
Kanye's Pizzeria. Nah. He'd, like, lure in Kim Kardashian.
Lure her in the back with the yellow suit.
Nah. Nah, bro. We're in Drake in there too.
Holy shit, there we go. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But you did it?
I did it.
I wasn't even paying attention to the game, I'll be honest. Good for you. The two-piece.
The two-piece.
Jeremy Fitzgerald. How much did you get paid? You got paid,
$100.50.
Nowadays, that would be... I love inflation. I love capitalism. We're great. Really
Capitalism is so great. Oh,
are we gonna
God.
do 6 night or are we?
Okay, the plan for these games is that I'm just going to get through the normal 5 nights, because if I do, like, the 6th night of each game, this will be significantly longer, but at the end, when I get through all the different 5 Nights at Freddy's games, we're gonna go back and try to beat all of the harder modes in, like, a big stream.
Oh, and like one? Nah. That's gonna be a 24-hour fucking But you're done.
Yep, we did it. We did it. Five Nights at
think,
Freddy's 2 is a good game. I enjoy FNAF 2.
Fun game.
It is a fun game. It kind of kicked everything off. I think it's probably where most people kind of, like, joined into the Five Nights at Freddy's hype, because, like, obviously everybody saw the Markiplier video of the first game and, like, oh, this is neat. And then Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, and that was when everybody was like, holy shit, this is a cool video game with lore.
Right.
And then it kind of just, like, kicked everything off, and it's history from there. Five Nights at Freddy's. It's still a thing to this day.
Unfortunately.
And, yeah.
I mean, I've already spoken quite a bit about my opinions on the gameplay of this game, but I mean, I'll say this is where I think the peak was. I think this is honestly where the peak of FNAF, in terms of, like, popularity, I think this was the peak.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah, for
like,
sure.
I mean, like everything regarding the hype of this game was, like, just absolutely just, like, insane, and I saw it happen in real time. You know what I mean? Like seeing it
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
in real
same.
time was like fucking crazy. Like just seeing this whole community form in front of
Yeah.
your own very eyes,
And
then
like
seeing
being a
theories.
part of that community from the very beginning, it was just like
Yeah.
it makes me sad that I fell off at one point because like I saw this community form. I saw like the ups and downs and like the fucking drama and shit that happened in it. Like all of this different stuff in this community that I was there for, and then at a certain point I was just like, all right, I'm out. Like you stick with something for so long, and then like you leave that thing, and it's like, well, man, this is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But like
you
at
grow-
least
you grow up.
with a game series like this, you can go back and like revisit those old times super easily just by like
Right.
replaying the game and everything.
Right, and I mean, for all things considered, I think it mostly holds up. I mean, I think most of the mechanics could have been tweaked and refined a little bit, but like, I mean, for the most part, this is still the FNAF formula, but just with more shit added on
Yeah,
top. So,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
So it works, you know. I think it's
Yeah.
solid. I think the scariest aspects of this game rely solely on just like the extracurricular shit with like the flashbacks and the mini games, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that, no, it's solid. I give FNAF 2 6 out of 10. 6. I give it a 6.
I'd give it an 8, honestly.
An 8.
Yeah. It's
pretty solid.
I just really like the gameplay of this game.
Great. Yeah.
That burp
Yep.
snuck up. That burp snuck up on me.
I give FNAF 2. So then you just...
Out of 10.
Great. Yeah. Awesome. Interesting. Great.
All right. Well,
Understand.
with that, I guess we will end the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is next, and we will have a lot to say about that one.
We will have a lot.
We will have a lot to say about Five Nights at
have a lot
Freddy's
more to
3.
say about FNAF 3 than this one. This one was just a filler episode. 3 is the 3 is where shit gets real.
3 is where shit's gonna get real.
That's right.
Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you whenever we stream next. Maybe tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow?
Yep, sure.
All right, then sure. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow then.
This is how we're coordinating, by the way.
This is how we coordinate.
I fucking hate you, man. I love everyone in chat, by the way.
Yes, thank you all
Love
for tuning in, and
Love you
we
guys.
will see you next time.